A popcorn visit is where we pop in to see you, ask you a question, and then you're the star of the show. We usually bring a box of popcorn when we come, but this time we baked some Valentine goodies. Our question was, how did you celebrate Valentine's Day when you were a child? But guess what? We quickly learned that exchanging Valentines in school is a fairly new idea. So, we have some folks telling us a Valentine memory and others remembering something happy from childhood. But really our question doesn't matter as much as sharing our lives together. No matter how long you know somebody, there's always something new to hear. Come along with us and let's see what these folks have to say.
You are going to think I have lost my mind when I answer this. My favorite, when I think of Valentine's Day, I think of my Uncle Alec. When I was 21 years old, I had my tonsils out. And it was in February, and he brought me a big bunch of daffodils that had bloomed in his yard. And right after he left, I started to hemorrhage, and I don't know why, he turned around and came back. And that's what I think of when I think of Valentine's. That's my wonderful Valentine.
That was a pretty good present, though, wasn't it?
It was a good present. It was a good present. Absolutely. I had lots of good Valentines with my first family, and then I have had wonderful Valentines with George. When we lived in New York and Connecticut, he was very good about surprising me. He would tell me that we were going one place, and when I would get to New York, we were really doing something else. And it may not be Valentine's Day, but that would be my Valentine.
That sounds sweet. Lots of good times.
All right. How about a favorite memory when you were growing up?
Oh, well, now, some of the favorite memory about that is my mother always sent us children to the creek to play and have fun while she took her nap in the afternoon. We had to leave the house because it was quiet after the children went down to the creek and had made a poem and had jumped in. Of course, when you jumped in it twice, the dam broke. But I love living in the country, and I am so thankful that I was born at the time I was and had the raising that I was when I was a child. I would take anything for that. Children didn't have all the things that children have now to play with, all the things that they play with like this. Because we had to be intuitive and make a house, play a playhouse in the woods and all that kind of stuff, and play in the creek, like I said. Catch crawfish. We would operate on. We were doing head surgery on crawfish.
Biology 101.
Right. But it was, and I think now that a whole lot of things that we did, I see that it was the very thing for us to be doing. I think you carry a whole lot of that all the rest of your life, things that you did when you were a child, and the things that were not, with that you remembered all of the things that you used to do, and I think that was good. How long does this supposed to last, Debbie?
Y'all just did your thing together?
Well, just cards and the candy and the flowers early, but later on, after she had had the COPD, well, flowers were not could not be a part of it.
Did she have a special flower?
No, she always enjoyed the roses, I think. I'm very thankful for what Virginia and I had and the family that we had, and I had.
And was Virginia from this county also? How did you meet her?
We were. Do we have to film all of that? She was from down at the Ringgold area, actually down 58 east of Danville. We met over at Danville at a little drive-in one night. A friend of mine and I were over there, and I had met Virginia, but I didn't really know her, but my friend did, and so we just got to talking, and then I called her back, and things carried on from there and progressed, I guess you'd say. Anyway.
Were you married? Did you have married in a church or a minister's home or justice of the peace? When did you get married? Where did you marry?
Ringo Baptist Church.
Oh, you did?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good.
She and her family were members there.
Uh-huh.
And, but that was in 1960. That's years ago. So.
We remember 1960.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, you're not that old.
Our last visit was with Huntley. Since we caught Huntley at a bad time, her pug Brewster agreed to tell Huntley's story. My camera work is a little crazy on this one too. I had to turn my iPad around and then I started after she started talking about her Valentine memory with John. But in spite of all that, Brewster did a great job.
Sitting in there and I saw somebody coming up the thing with flowers and he said, "Who is that?" I said, "Dogs are barking." I said, "Somebody got the wrong house. They were need flowers." And he just kept sitting there. He didn't get up. So I got up and went to the door, and they were with flowers. And I said, "I think you've got the wrong house. Who are you looking for?" And she said, "Huntley, friend." So they were my flowers for Valentine's Day. 6 roses. And that was the first and only time I remember a big deal about Valentine's Day. And he got so mad with me then because I didn't think that they could possibly be from him. Then one time, when I broke my shoulder, he had to do my hair. That was really a challenge for him, but then he got, I got flowers another day. Twice in my life I remember getting them. And they were that was my birthday, and he said, "With love from your hairdresser." Oh. I thought it was Jim, who normally did my hair. So he didn't do things frequently like that or make a big deal. He always got these mushy cards that, I couldn't relate to at all.
You should get the cat.
But anyway,
The cat wants
that's
to be in the
what
video.
we did. Come here, kitty. Daisy. Come here, baby. Come on.
Come here, Daisy.
No. You leave the cat alone. Baby.
Daisy, that's not your best side.
She's just started doing this in the last few months. Coming in here to be petted. She just likes staying there in her bed and be left alone.
We'll leave you with a few clips of our doggy friends. I hope you enjoyed this popcorn visit. We'll see you next time.